How's it going, fam? Welcome back to the channel for a really freaking cool video. So it's come to my attention that the stock for the new Ryzen CPUs, it was literally non-existent from the very start, as I'm sure a lot of you saw. So I, probably like many of you guys out there, were planning on upgrading to one of these new 5000 series CPUs, but with the stock being the way that it is, I have decided to go a completely different route. And I must say, I think that this may be a very great choice for you video editors out there. So you guys may have seen before that I have teamed up with the folks over at Gamdia. So I've done a few builds with these guys and they've sent over some really cool PC hardware for me to test. Well, yet again, they have outdone themselves and sent over not one, not two, but 3 pieces of PC hardware that I'm actually going to use in my own personal build now. That's right. I'm going to completely rebuild my own personal gaming and editing rig just because, honestly, you guys, I am kind of bored with it and I've wanted to do something different with it for a while and kind of freshen it up a bit. That's right. So I was able to pick up a brand new Ryzen 9 3950X on Facebook Marketplace for a deal, honestly, I seriously couldn't pass up since all the new Ryzen 5000 chips are out of stock for God knows how long. But you know what you won't be able to pass up? Amazing prices on Windows 10 OEM keys from URCDkey.
URCDkey has discounted codes for games and software that are a fraction of what you would pay if you purchased them from a retail store. More specifically, they have great prices with Windows 10 OEM and retail as well. If that's not enough, you can also use my promo code RAV20 to receive 20% off the already discounted price. Just type in the product you're looking for, add it to the cart, view your cart, head to the checkout, and then type in my promo code RAV20 and see the sweet savings appear. But wait, PayPal isn't working for you? You just need to scroll down to the bottom right, click this link right here, and make sure you use that promo code they give you at checkout, and PayPal should work like a charm. Check the links in the video description to learn more.
Alright, so since the folks over at Gamdia were kind enough to ship us out a few products, let's start by featuring these first, starting with the case they sent over. Gamdia sent us over their Talos P1A mid-tower case that features some trapezoidal front and top tempered glass panels, 2 tinted swing doors that are magnetically held closed. It includes 3 120mm dual ring rainbow color RGB fans, and you can actually fit these in the front or the top of the case, and it can also accommodate a 360mm radiator on the top or the front of the case as well. More on that later. Now let's take a quick look at the AIO Gamdia sent over to me. They sent over their Xion P2 360R AIO, so we're now going from a 280mm rad to a 360mm rad for even more cooling potential and potentially better overclocks on our new 3950X. And this 360mm radiator features 3 fans and a pump that can sync with the motherboard, via your RGB header, and then software with a remote control that can easily switch between 55 lighting effects, including Neon Flex, RGB, multicolor, and LED off. It also comes with one of those Aeolus boxes, which you may have seen in one of my videos before, which allows you to add up to 8 fans, and it has an LED port, and it has something for your RGB pump together to get those lighting effects to group together and everything, so that'll be pretty cool. And finally, it has Teflon tubing, low evaporation rate, and durable materials, which include a copper base plate for outstanding thermal conductivity. And lastly, Gamdia sent me one of their power supplies as well. So they sent me over their Kratos P1750G gold rated semi-modular power supply. This power supply features RGB motherboard sync once again because RGB is life, of course, and it has 30 built-in lighting effects. More importantly, it has flat black cables with 0 ketchup and mustard showing. Thank you. It has a DC to DC design and a silent mode switch on the back. And now this is the only component we will not be actually using in this video for my personal build, because I already own a 850 watt gold rated power supply. And yeah, I don't really need to use another power supply, and this one is actually lower wattage, so it wouldn't make sense. But I will probably end up using this in a future build. All right, well, to start this thing off, I need to just go ahead and unplug a ton of wires behind my PC and fully break down my current PC. Oh man, this is gonna take a long time and a lot of work, but let's go. All right, now that I have my current PC built apart, let's start assembling everything, starting with the motherboard and my new 3950X I have right here that I'm very excited to test for you guys here pretty soon, and then go ahead and throw all this stuff inside the Talos P1A from Gamdia. Alright guys, well, welcome back. It's been a couple days now because I had to go work, but yeah, you can see I shaved and I got a haircut. But yeah, anyway, now that we've built in the Gamdia Talos P1A, what do I like and dislike about it? So I'll start off by saying it looks freaking amazing. So as far as looks go, Gamdia nailed every sleek gamer aesthetic you could think of, and it has all the RGB you could ever want. Now, does this mean it was a top choice case for the build experience? Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, it leaves a little bit to be desired if I'm being honest with you guys. So it has a few nice things like rubber grommets, a PSU shroud that looks nice, and a pretty good room in the back for cables. But I have to say, just like my old case that I was using, that's all tempered glass around it, it's very hard to cable manage everything in such a way that you can actually keep the magnetic door shut on the back side of it. So furthermore, the top end of this case has those breakaway PCIe covers that are usually found in cheap cases, and there's very few cable management options in the back of the case that help you keep everything tidy, so I really had to try with this one. Now, I know these are nitpicks, but I feel that it's important to, you know, be very honest with you guys and let you know that, you know, it wasn't the easiest build I've ever done at all by far. So if you're a new builder, this case may be very difficult for you. Okay, so with all that out of the way now, let's go ahead and get on to the fun part, and that is testing out the performance of my new Ryzen 9 3950X that is now cooled by the Gamdia's 360mm radiator. So this piece of hardware, I actually have to say, is very awesome. It looks amazing, it's pretty dang quiet, and keeps my 16-core processor down to a very chilly 41 degrees Celsius at idle. So with these benchmarks, I mainly focused on some multi-threaded workloads, as that is what's really going to make the most difference going from my 3700X to the 3950X here. So in gaming, if the game is not heavily CPU bound, we'll most likely be seeing the exact same numbers, but because of that, I did include Shadow of the Tomb Raider because that benchmark is usually pretty CPU dependent. So here's the benchmarks, and let's see what it does. So there you have it, guys and gals. It's pretty obvious that the upgrade makes a substantial difference in my multi-threaded workloads, and I'm very happy with my decision to grab this processor since it was available to me, unlike the new Ryzen 5000 series, which sucks. And it feels even better that I got the 3950X for such an awesome deal. And I'll just say right now, I got it for $200 less than it's going for right now, like on Amazon or something. So yeah, I know that not everyone will be able to actually get a deal like this, but I must say, if you do end up finding a deal similar to this, I can 100% recommend that if you're a video editor or something like that, like me, who wants unreal render times, as this video I'm going to be showing you here, it literally took half the time it usually does. Yeah, so basically that's worth every penny in my opinion. So if you enjoyed seeing me rip apart my build and rebuild it, please leave the video a like for my sanity. Also, let me know in the comments what you think of my idea to upgrade to the 3950X instead of waiting forever for the 5000 series. And as always, if you really enjoy my content and you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button along with the notification bell so you'll always know when my new videos and streams will be going live. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.